What's up everyone, John Ferrara here, the one and only Instagram man. Welcome back to yet another video, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 reasons why you might be losing followers on Instagram. Now, there was a time where I lost 300 followers overnight, and I began to panic. I said, what's going on, right? Is there something wrong? Did I say something? Did I offend somebody? And it wasn't until I learned why they unfollowed me that I not only was okay with it, that I was happy about it. And we'll get into that in a little bit. But 5 reasons why you might be losing Instagram followers. Now, number 1 is you pivoted your industry or your niche. So for example, I had a friend who was a fitness coach and he taught people how to get fit. He created meal plans, workout plans, and all that kind of stuff. And he grew a pretty good following on Instagram. A lot of loyal followers. Now, he slowly transitioned into becoming a mindset and transformational coach. Now, the content for a mindset coach versus a fitness coach are very different. And what happened was the people that began to follow him for the fitness content were no longer resonating with his mindset and transformational content. So they unfollowed. Nothing personal, just different. And number 2, and this is where my story comes in. Number 2 is you change the kind of content that you've been providing to your followers. Now, when I first started teaching Instagram, I was teaching more strategy, hashtag strategy, how to put a sticker on your story, geotags, all that kind of stuff. So I grew a following based on that kind of content. But eventually my content and myself as an entrepreneur evolved, and the way that I taught Instagram also changed. And I taught Instagram from what I like to call the inside out, where I start with the individual, the entrepreneur. I begin with you. I talk more about removing limiting beliefs about some things that you might have about Instagram, certain things that are holding you back on Instagram, how to show up authentically, how to get over fear of being live on Instagram, how to get over the fear of being on camera, how to get over the idea that you need a picture perfect feed or the idea that you need more followers. See, once I began to teach that, people started to unfollow me. You see, people didn't know that in order to apply a strategy, or let's say an engagement strategy, to its fullest potential, you need to be the kind of entrepreneur that is going to apply that strategy to its fullest potential. But if you do not acknowledge what is going on in here, you cannot control what's going on out there. See, when I made this shift, I lost a lot of followers, but here's the beauty of it. You see, those people no longer resonated with my new content. They wanted hashtag strategy, which I still do teach, mind you, right? They wanted to know how to add the latest sticker. I just wasn't called to teach these things anymore because I don't feel that a hashtag strategy isn't going to make or break your business. I don't feel like it's going to move the needle forward or, change the entire quality of your Instagram account as a whole. It's not going to work. What's going to work is how you show up. What's going to work is how you communicate with your following. What's going to show up is the mindset and the emotions that you feel, and the drive and your belief systems and your morals and your values, and all these things come together into perfect alignment. That creates the perfect outcome. That moves the business forward. That allows you to use Instagram to its fullest potential. So when I stopped teaching that and I started teaching the new, what I call, philosophies of Instagram, that's why I call myself, an Instagram philosopher now, I lost a lot of followers. But what happened was I also began to gain more followers with people who now resonate with my new message, with my new way, my evolution of teaching Instagram. See, and this is what birthed Mind Over Media, my membership. This is how the 7 laws of Instagram, my masterclass, was created. By the way, link in bio. But this is how this stuff was created, and so many great things came out of this pivot. So if you find that you're losing followers because you've pivoted your content and the kind of things that you've been teaching or sharing with your audience, it's okay. That is just you evolving. We spent a lot of time on that one. Let's move on to number 3. You have outgrown your followers. What a concept. And now you are not doing the same things that the older version of yourself is doing, the version that your followers were attracted to, the version that your followers once knew. And that with that evolution and how you have grown, what you're providing and the value that you're providing is so much more that your followers may not be there yet. It's okay, right? It's not good or bad or whatnot. It just is. And you may be finding yourself evolving and growing and now talking about things that you may not have spoken about before, sharing truths, telling stories, sharing insights with your audience that you may not have done before. And you will begin to attract new followers who are ready to listen to your new story or the new version of yourself, the evolved version of yourself. Number 4, this is backwards. Your followers have evolved past your content. Now, for example, if I taught only people who are new to Instagram how to market their business, and that's the only kind of content for new entrepreneurs, for new people who are brand new to the platform, and my content only went to a certain level. Now, once they reach that level, now they need to get to the next level. But if my content doesn't serve them or no longer serves them, they're most likely going to unfollow me, right? They have used, thank you, John, for your service. I appreciate you from getting me from a beginner standpoint to an intermediate standpoint or potentially an expert standpoint, and your content no longer serves me. Nothing personal. I have just grown past your content. So that might be another reason why you might be losing followers. Number 5, maybe you just stopped posting. What a concept, John, right? Maybe you weren't consistent enough, or maybe you just went 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks without saying anything, without posting, without doing a story, without making a reel, without going live or an IGTV or whatever platform of your choice you want to use. And maybe you haven't been consistent and your followers are like, well, what am I even following this person for? I like them, but they don't provide value to me anymore. They're just not there anymore. So that might be a reason why you're losing followers. But before we wrap up, we have a bonus reason why you might be losing followers on Instagram. And the bonus reason is because you may have become the version of yourself. You may have become the person who is more open about their thoughts, their beliefs. And you may have triggered some people. You may have begun to speak about things that other people might not resonate with, that they might disagree with. You may have rustled some feathers, and that is okay. I actually encourage people to rustle feathers. You see, Bill Cosby once said, I don't know the formula to success, but I'll tell you the formula to failure, and that is trying to please everybody. And then he threw one of these, right? But my point is that you need to rustle some feathers. You need to be open. You need to evolve and to be able to speak your mind, to speak your truth, and to share your ideas. This is what influencers, thought leaders do. They challenge people's thinking. I do it all the time. I've lost followers because I've spoken openly about things like spirituality and the law of attraction and energy and all these things that I've spoken about. And some people just don't resonate with that, or some people don't want to agree with that, and that's completely fine. See, it doesn't mean that they're bad people. It doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. It just means that different. That's all, right? And being different is okay. It's what separates you from everyone else in your niche. And I encourage you to be different. I encourage you to speak your truth. I encourage you to rustle a few feathers and speak out, because I believe at my very core that it is better to speak your truth for the things that you believe in, instead of being afraid and staying silent because you're too afraid of what other people might think of you or say about you, or that they might even disagree with you. And I don't think that is a just enough reason for you to stay quiet. There is something inside of you that you want to share to the world. There's something inside of you that you want to share, that you want to talk about, that you want to express to the world. And I think that using platforms like Instagram in order to do that is a great thing. And you may upset some people, and some people might unfollow you. But that's okay, because we're using Instagram for business. And the people that disagree with your message, the people that don't agree with your way of doing business or speaking to your audience, they probably won't buy from you anyway, right? And they're not your ideal customer or client. And the value that you're providing doesn't align with them. And that's completely fine. So I encourage you to speak your truth. I know that was a little bit long-winded, but I feel that it was necessary to talk about, and I think that it's going to help a lot of people. Let me know in the comments if it helped you at all. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at John Ferrara Official. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if any of these reasons resonate with you, if you've developed a little bit more clarity on why you may be losing followers, or if you think I've left one out and you think that there's another reason why you're losing followers. Let me know that too. We can have the conversation about that. And that is it for this video. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.